Alright then, we are back. We are back, hopefully. Let me... Oh, there's a way. She just move over here. Let me lower my... Okay, good enough. Blood of the eagle, the lion. Of the eagle. Let's do the prologue first. The Sleeping Sand Legend. Even.
Very interesting.
What's interesting?
Oh, Teach. How long have you been there? Don't sneak up on me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Anyway, I'm reading the official biography of the Four Saints, as sanctioned by the Church. I know you're not very familiar with the teachings of Seros, but even you must have read it at least once. Huh. I'm amazed you managed to get a job teaching at an academy run by the Church. Well, whether you've read the biography or not, the Four Saints must at least ring a bell, right? Well then, I've got a little quiz for you. Name the Four Saints, companions of the great Saint Seros. I'll give you a hint. There was Keyhole, Sethleen, Indek, and... who was the fourth one again?
I'll get it right this time.
Correct. I was hoping you'd know that much at least. In any case, you can learn some interesting things reading about the life and times of Saint Macuil. For instance, he was more skilled with his hands than his fellow saints, and even became an accomplished blacksmith. He used his skills to forge countless sacred weapons for the army of Seros. Of course, he didn't just forge the weapons, he also used them in battle himself. Legends say his strength was second only to Seros. It's even said that he played a big role in the Battle of Tailtean, where Seros fought Nemesis, the King of Liberation who became the King of Evil. Macuil lost his life in that battle, and now his body rests in a coffin within the Holy Mausoleum. Or so one story goes. Another legend says he set off on a journey to find a new land. That he left Fodlan from the east, crossed the sea, and vanished. He must have left Alliance territory, but where exactly would he have set sail from, I wonder? Thinking about it reminds me of another interesting story concerning the Srang region. The peninsula is attached to the mainland of Fodlan and extends from the northeastern part of Kingdom territory. If you were to set sail from Margrave Edmund's territory, you could cut across a stretch of sea and land there. And it just so happens that in the Srang region, there are ruins built to worship a sacred beast that appeared from across the sea. If the ruins have something to do with Saint Macuil, there could be sacred weapons there. So, have I piqued your interest, or what?
Maybe a little.
You always have to play it cool, don't you? Just think of how useful it would be to have weapons like that. Not to mention that the peninsula would be pretty easy to get to about now, seeing as how Alliance territory has settled down a bit. We'd be there and back in no time. No one would even notice we were gone. Come on, Teach. Let's go to the Srang region.
Let's go.
I always see it through once I set my mind on something. Let's make the necessary preparations before I die of curiosity.
I'll take them off now. I need to level. Oh. Annoying. What the heck? Ring. Let's turn these on. Let's go.
There are the ruins. It looks like we're not gonna have the luxury of an excavation. Look, I bet those are the watchmen of the ruins, and that they've been ordered to keep out intruders. And that big beast? I hear they call it the Wind Caller.
Thieves! Only by defeating me can you claim the secret treasure.
Beaks.
Yeah, it speaks! What is it?
Huh? Who are you? Just here for a bit of treasure. Don't attack me.
Someone got here first. Must be a band of looters. We can't let them get the treasure. Guess their luck's about to run out.
Let's clean up.
Iron bow. He needs that cross level if I remember correctly.
Shall we? I'll do my best.
What's my strategy?
Fire! Let's go down.
Here is something to believe in! Yeah!
Fire! Oh! Split them up.
My orders?
Shall we?
At the ready.
Elbow. Easy. Oh yeah, I had a cool wyvern now. It's much better than the normal.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
And you can gold armor too? Holy fuck. Deal X.
I'll crush them all.
You split them up.
Leave it to me.
Let's make this quick.
More fighting.
Steady now.
Enemy phase. Oh no, she's fine.
Nice try.
Oh, oh, nice. Easy. Giant crawler. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine.
So close.
Okay, good.
Strategy in motion.
Retaliation. Nice.
Is that all?
She needs a reason to be sorting this stuff. That's what she's good.
You're not trying to take this treasure from me, are you?
Let's think carefully.
If I don't get this treasure back, the boss is gonna be really angry with me.
Now's our chance.
Then thief.
Huh? Are you looting too? Well, I'm not letting you have this treasure.
Cha! You're gonna die!
Let's see. Okay, turn. Oh, 42, 44.
Even I have that.
Rector fire. Silver lance. Dark.
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
Go, bro. Still got me.
I'm on a roll.
Damn, I didn't want to stop that damn.
Great job.
Here?
Can we help?
I think now is good.
That is resonating. She's only 22. Mama.
I've still got.
Come here. Another.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Yo, whoa.
Sorry, but I must.
Man, this is gonna be a while.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. It says two though, just one. Oh, damn.
Surrender.
Oh. nice.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Punch him, Ralph.
Time for second. That's another one.
Tomahawk moves. He's still not so good.
Too close for my liking.
A treasure. I thought it would make me rich.
Oh, he might be dead.
No, that's my treasure.
Oh, he might be dead too. Maybe possible. Nope. Wait. Oh, he might be dead. Maybe he dead. Good, thank you.
I should never have become a thief.
Flawed. Oh, he's gonna take.
Too easy.
Oh. They take damage. Unless it luck. Main character. He did shoot me. Fireball.
I must lead them well.
Hellfire. Enemy phase. Just one left.
After all the trouble we went through to get this treasure, I'm not gonna let you get your hands on it. Don't blame me. Let's try something.
Let's skip this turn. Oh,
This is for the best, right?
Only thorns left on this rose.
Which is more effective?
Those who stand before me, how long has it been? Hundreds of years, thousands. You have the stink of Sothis upon you. Let us find out whether you share her power.
Heal.
Thank you.
detestable 10 elites. Who are you?
I'm the grandson of the grandson of the grandson of the elite Regan. Now tell me who you are.
I am your family's enemy. If you carry the blood of the 10 elites, you cannot be permitted to live.
What do you mean by that? And what's that crest on your forehead?
No more talk. If you wish to survive, you must destroy me.
Good time for a secret scheme.
Ashen done. Shit, I should have moved Claude. Okay, move Claude. I can't let you die.
Have a taste of my power. You have had your fun. If you are going to flee, now is your chance. If you are not going to flee, I shall take your life as payment.
Oh shit. That's wrong.
That's it for me.
I won, didn't I?
And voila.
Strength.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wow, that's good. That is. He is strong. Give him that. More strong than what I anticipated.
Still alive.
Can't have Claude die.
That helps.
Claude, move please.
We'll cover it. Watch this.
And we're down to the processing line. You got the Shamir. Ah.
Missed.
Okay, nice. That's good. That's good.
No hesitation! Yeah!
51.
I'm stronger than before.
Two left. And this is attack on him. That's good. that good at that move.
Those thieves!
Never let your guard down. I'm sorry.
Let's see if I can move. Gotta kill it first.
Thinning their numbers.
Wyvern Rider. He can move from here to there. Hit with the sword.
It's time.
Resident Lightning. 8. My cat is going to take it.
Here is something to believe in.
What?
I feel my strength.
Possible.
I'm here to help.
Don't underestimate us.
Yeah, my characters are too dumb for it. We're not going to be able to do much.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Rest of life. Kill the main character.
Well done.
Kill the bow.
I'm hurt, but I'm with you.
Hit. Hit. Bob might die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to attack. I'm gonna have to attack. How? Fuck, gonna die. Get claws down. Fuck, claw is down. Claw is down. Okay, okay, miss. Okay, okay, okay.
It stopped moving. Is it dead? No. It seems it's just sleeping. I thought we were supposed to be given the treasure, but... forget it. I'll just have a look around there. What about this thing? Huh. I'll think about it later.
The sleeping sand lady. Oh my goodness.
Thanks for all your hard work, Teach. Sorry for dragging you along with me. I had no idea it would turn into a fight. But hey, at least we got some treasure out of it. I'll leave this in your capable hands. Do with it as you will. You know our friends even better than I do. Give it to whoever you think it'll suit best. More importantly, I didn't go there looking for treasure. Not really. Legends about the saints abound. It's hard to tell fact from fiction. I like to confirm whatever I can with my own eyes to find the truth in those legends.
Gosh.
Not a thing. We didn't find anything concrete to prove that Saint Macuil had been there. We can't say for certain that the treasure we found was Macuil's either. I do wish we could have spoken to that wind caller a bit more. Unlikely. Macuil lived thousands of years ago. And I've never heard anything about the saints being monsters like that. Wait a minute. Could the wind caller have anything to do with the Immaculate One? The Immaculate One is a monster sent by the goddess. Could the wind caller be... Where was it that I heard that stuff about them having been sent by the goddess? Maybe I'm too tired. My head is heavy. I can't think straight anymore. Let's call it a day for now. I've got plenty of time to think this over.
Storage of the Gata? If this one goes well with the stream, then continue. If not, then I'm just gonna have to end. Action through the bad. Let's do it. I want to see how everything goes.
We've got to try. There's no turning back now.
I fought and won.
See how autoplay is.
All for Lady Rhea.
Time for your last dance.
Meteor? Big meteor.
Will this ever end?
Who did she kill?
Sorry, but it's you or me.
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
And turn.
My moment has arrived.
People are waiting on me.
Nice. That was pretty cool.
Fighting is what I do.
I must lead them well.
I'll never back down.
Strategy in motion.
I fought and won.
Man, Claude's. They're just playing Claude. Claude's on the MVP.
Can't afford to slack off.
My moment has arrived.
You know what?
A fitting outcome. Too easy.
We won this anyway, just do it.
This could turn the tides.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
In 2 turns? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pick. Right to bad again. No, 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 no. He needs reason.
Thank You're Thank you. Thank you. Looks
The very dark night. Right is good, right? Ralph is the Red War Master. Even authority, he needs kind of authority. So he can have better troops.
That was. This is.
He's gonna do it. He must have just needs right, I think. Nah, I should just go. Lord, Magic 38. Good. Marianne. Didn't just need reason. He just needs love. Authority just no. Faith and reason. Authority should be good. Authority.
Professor,
It'd be really useful if I could fire a bow more accurate on horseback. Then we can work on my writing along with my skill roll. Yes, that's what I've been doing. Don't want to talk? Okay. Hello, would like to speak with you. Is now a good time? Yeah.
Professor, I asked to be on the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield? You did protect me, so I guess I can't complain. Wait a second, you're hurt. Did that happen when you were defending me? Oh, you're lying. How could you be so reckless? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other. But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you. No, don't overestimate me. I don't know if I've told you this, Professor. I have a very impressive big brother. I'm not just saying that. He's strong, smart, nice. He's basically perfect. Before Claude turned up, people talked about him becoming the next leader of the Alliance. Don't mention that to Lawrence, by the way. He never shuts up about that kind of thing. Anyway, my parents have high expectations for my brother, and he almost always meets them. No one expects anything of me. If something's even a little bit difficult, I find someone else to do it for me. That's what I've done my whole life. Of course! I can't stand the idea of not meeting someone's expectations. I know how people react when that happens. From watching my brother, I mean. People force their expectations on you, and then if you fail, they look so disappointed. Whenever that happens to my poor brother, he looks just devastated. So, don't expect anything of me, please. That way, I can't disappoint you. You're stubborn. Okay, fine. Keep believing in me. I do want to support you and support my friends. I just don't want to let you down.
You don't have to. Hey. 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 Again.
Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, you're always watching over me, aren't you? I've spent my life avoiding people, so I wouldn't have to expose them to this horrible burden of a crest. My father was born with it as well. He's the one who told me to avoid others as much as possible. He said it would be the cause of great unhappiness to both myself and everyone around me. After some time, I was only truly comfortable opening up to animals and the goddess. Do you remember the time you asked what it was I prayed for? Yes, but that wasn't the case. Back then, I felt that my life served no purpose, and that I was nothing more than a burden. In truth, I was begging the goddess to take me to her. That was my daily prayer. But now I fear the idea of dying and being left alone. I have friends who accept me for who I am now, in spite of my crest. And I have you watching over me. I finally learned to accept the kindness and warmth of others. It's because of you, Professor. Because of you, I've decided to live.
That's good.
I'm sorry to have worried you, but I'm all right now. I'm still not ready to tell everyone about my crest, but I feel that the burden of my curse has been lifted. Even if I'm separated from you or any of my friends, the memories I've made here will give me the strength to continue on. Oh, I'm sure I'll have the strength to move forward if we're together.
Hey. Another A. Another one?
Hey, Professor. Can we talk? I feel terrible about the last time we spoke. I was trying to apologize and just ended up losing my temper again. I'm really sorry. I figured you'd say that, but I still feel like an idiot. Somehow, I just have a hard time keeping my feelings in check around you. And I think if I don't just tell you what I'm thinking, we'll never be able to have a normal conversation. So, let me clear the air. I want us to, engage. Yeah, wait, what? No, I mean in a duel. I know it's a sudden thing to ask, but I'm not going to feel settled until I know where I stand. Would you do that for me? Good. Don't hold back, okay? I want to see you at your absolute best. Phew. You got me. I'm completely outmatched. Maybe, but you were definitely stronger. Honestly, that's what I needed to see. You're a true successor to Captain Gerald's style of swordplay. I almost felt like you were him. I thought I was competing with you. But that's as pointless as competing against him would have been. So instead of that, I'm going to focus on keeping the promise I made to him. Captain Gerald said that if anything should happen to him, I'd have to support you in his place. He didn't sound serious at the time, but it was right before he... you know, before we lost him. So, I've decided. I'd like to do just what he said. I know I'm not as strong as I need to be, but I swear to you, I'll train until I am. What do you say? Can I call you my employer? Yes! It's official. I'll protect you no matter what.
Hey! Another A. That was nice talk.
We won't even break a sweat.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you.
Look, Professor, not too shabby, right?
Good fuel for a scheme.
Now to apply this knowledge.
Blizzard.
I didn't even know I cared this much.
Reasonable.
Age is but a number.
Wood arrow.
Feeling pretty good about this.
Armor strike. No, he needs the bow. No, he needs lance. No, he needs thrashing.
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
Let's start with that. Lawrence good, Ralph's good. Lance. He's very Holy Knight. Yeah, she can be Holy Knight. Riding a lance. They could be riding. Byron Lord. Great Knight. If you are my riding. Oh, he's in eating media. That's Wario. Grapple.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
She's eating media. What's that? Mortal servant. What was class? Mage? Sword master with it. Master who casts powerful magic with swords were confined. Confidence? Impossible. I'll let her take it.
I passed.
They can always change path anyway. Oh shit, he's already a war master already? Reasons higher. Masters. Reason. Warlock. Like magic.
It's all thanks to hard work.
It can become harder, right? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna explore. I need to. Okay, to do these events. My character, and then after that, for next week in game, what?
Hello!
King Chris.
Will this one do? Tell your friends!
Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Need the money. Well, I have the money, but take more money.
Is that the one?
59. Okay.
Thanks a bunch.
Dark Shield Masters.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? 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 Come back soon.
Hello!
What do you have, Dark Merchant? There's the Oysters and Lion's Blade. And blue cheese.
Tell your friends.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Ditch Sword Fighters. Late nights the voice research takes an infamous thing in Ditch.
Do you want to hire the...
We'll
Farewell.
A moment, please.
Hey there.
Pairs.
Is this it? There you go. 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 Is this it? There you go.
Everything that is broken, repair it.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? Is it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime. Greetings! I hear that whole... If we could...
Okay. Professor!
Since little Claude now rather maybe hit or
Dean?
Professor.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so sorry, Professor. I somehow overslept and missed our training session. I didn't mean to cause you and the others so much trouble. Imagine if that had happened when I was needed in battle. It really is inexcusable. It's just, when I'm studying tactics, I lose track of time and... Oh, who am I kidding? I've always been like this. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I was a student at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. Even back then, I was pulling all-nighters well before the exams. And I never even noticed I was harming myself. I'm just too focused on my goal. I know I've already told you this, but I really love to learn new things. It's a passion of sorts. I first realized I had the learning bug when I was about 4 or 5 years old. My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that.
Give me a minute, I need to go check a little bit. I have returned by the time. Action kind of crappy.
When I was about 13, my father left home. He was a devout man, so I figured he'd gone to the monastery. That's why I went to the School of Sorcery, so that I could eventually get accepted at the Officers Academy. I studied harder than ever, and sure enough, I finally earned a referral. Unfortunately, my passion for learning became more of an obsession. I got so focused, I kind of forgot how to relax. Feels like I've been running in circles ever since. No way! I still have such a long way to go. Still, I guess I'm doing something wrong if I'm working so hard I can't even work hard anymore. Okay, it's decided. From now on, I'll try my best not to try my best. Yay! With you on my side, I'm sure I'll succeed. From now on, if you see me going overboard, just let me know. I'm a new woman after all.
Professor.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thanks for your help out there. Battles tend to go smoother with you around. I think you did most of the heavy lifting. It may be unwise to think this way on the battlefield, but I feel I can trust your commands without question. Don't we all? But, judging by the results of our recent battles, you're clearly good at this. I've also noticed that you've been putting me in more precarious situations lately. Almost like you know I won't question your orders. need. I'm glad you trust me to get the job done, but still. I knew you were doing it on purpose. You're in a very important position now that you're leading the charge against the Empire. Funny to think you used to just teach at the Officers' Academy. Your old students still call you Professor. That's no title for the commander of an army. Relax, I was just having fun. You sure are an interesting one. My people lost the war, and I was left to wander Fodlan alone, but I guess meeting you was my prize. You look confused. Did you not know any of this? I was living in my homeland of Dagda up until the Imperial Army destroyed it 10 years ago. But being a mercenary, I have no real allegiance. That's why I'm working here now. Don't worry though, I don't plan to turn on you.
B.
Professor.
Professor!
Plane.
Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you. Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you, something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing. Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's. I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really? I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I, too, am unlike others. Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain. Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost. Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
Green hair. Hey! Another A.
Need something? See you again soon.
Professor, speaking with you, I am grateful. Did you call me? I am grateful.
Mouth was empty.
This is
Let's
delicious.
send it off soon.
Well now. I see.
Yay!
It's not in me to put energy into things that won't yield results. I just don't see the point.
Ah, that's fine.
Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime. See ya. Professor, speaking with you.
Claude, the Imperial. I'll be honest. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
She likes magic. She likes reading. She
Ooh, it's
is
piping hot.
the whole word fireball.
Huh? Wow. Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, that's alright.
Thank.
Damn it.
A pet is coming. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh,
Thank
inside?
you very
What?
much.
Inside?
So nice and warm. Yes. Yes. Huh? Yes. Huh? Yes, that's correct. It's not like I can go home. My adopted father doesn't want me there.
Ah, that's so funny.
Thank you very much for the tea. I look forward to doing this again.
If someone's having trouble falling sick, you could sing them a lullaby. Can't really do that for you. So, you can help yourself also. Oh, connection's been bad right again. Okay, we've been good again. Strength.
My cooking is so good, it's been called seductive. Should I show you what I can do, Professor?
What's again?
Right. I do so enjoy cutting up vegetables in preparation to cook. So I'll do that and leave you with the cleanup. Oh.
Hey, with the cleanup. Oh my god.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
What can I do, Professor? Oh, I can do it. I'll be around. Let's go, Ralph. Let's go, Ralph. Fourth round, I think. Fourth round, fifth round. Ralph can make it to fifth round. Fifth or sixth or seventh, depending how much time he takes. The round's over, fifth round. Maybe fifth or sixth.
You should have seen that coming.
He is War Master class. Maybe a bit difficult here. Oh, nice.
No chance.
Go, Ralph. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, wait, good. Hey, aw.
Hey.
the bridge was full of, and Ferdy was.
Why, thank you so much. Isn't it nice taking a moment to relax?
Oh, for some tea.
Thank you so much.
She likes singing opera.
What a happy little moment. Hmm? Incredible. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
More nobles than you'd expect make a pilgrimage to Garreg Mach to pray. That was
It's
a
alright.
lovely cup of tea. Thank you, Professor. Please call me again.
No, it's alright. One by one result. Nice. I would do on the 26th. Either Dark Noble Master or Sniper. He needs writing and lance. Writing? Why does she need writing? That's it. Oh, no. Writing, I believe. Hilda is reasoning. What do I ask you? No, Marianne.
that was... I meant... Oh. I managed... I'm getting... I've learned...
Moral saver.
Of course. This...
What does she want her to be? Just give her the writing skill. I don't know what she wanted to be. Heal the armor.
I think I... That was so helpful. This'll be helpful.
It's starting to feel like a part of me.
I appreciate...
Let's go.
Professor.
Focus on faith skill. Focus on more skill. Okay, yes. Damn, I forgot to read that.
I'm glad I get to work with you.
Of course, Marianne. You can always count on your old pal Hilda.
Thank you. I'll do my best. That was amazing, Hilda.
Something about you makes me want to put in effort. It's kind of weird.
Perfect.
I am getting to the heart of it.
Nice.
Now to apply this knowledge.
Nice. Nice.
I always was a quick study.
Nice.
Seems my practice
Mighty
is paying
blow.
off.
Bone Knight. Lance and writing. Low as fuck. Go for it, Marianne. 71%. Nice.
I
So-
passed?
So some of her stats goes down. You can always change it away. Great night. Maybe armor and writing. Well, yeah. We're gonna have to wait. War Master already. Holy fuck. Ash can do it. Oh no, this is not Ash, this is Aspar.
Oh,
She's a race mortal servant. Reason, okay. Mortal servant, great night. She's gonna give you another relationship magic. Can I get neglected, you guys? Playing Holy Night. Writing. She needs reason to be mortal servant. Shimir is a bow knight. Writing. Over here. Big assistant. Oh my god, dialogues. That's gonna be a long time.
Let's put the match on hold for now, Lawrence. Or if you can't wait, we'll say you won.
No. Let us resume it later. You haven't yet had the chance to use Thunderbrand.
You weren't using a relic either. If you had been, you would have won easily. Even without it, you're stronger than I expected. You seem to be fighting more intensely than usual.
Under ordinary circumstances, I'd have surely lost. But I had a vested interest in testing your character. If your swordplay relied at all on the dirty tricks of a fugitive, I would have felt compelled to defeat you.
Are you saying you fought more ably because you had a sense of purpose?
Not as such, although I admit that when we crossed blades, I became envious of your strength. I caught a glimpse, in your elegant swordsmanship, of an aspect of the noble ideal that I yet lack. That envy is perhaps what drove me to fight so hard.
Interesting.
I was also able to satisfy my curiosity. You are no criminal, but rather a lady of great conviction.
That might be an exaggeration. I've done some things I'm not proud of.
Modest as ever. Another of your noble qualities.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm no longer a noble.
Whatever your title, the responsible use of power is the very hallmark of nobility. Deny it all you like. The way I see it, you are indeed a true noble.
I don't want to be a true noble. I won't be tied down by any stuffy idea of nobility. Although, if this is your way of flirting with me, perhaps I can be persuaded otherwise.
That's rather sudden.
Tell me, Lawrence, do you often woo noble women? As a true noble, I must be an ideal target for a fellow like you.
Since you put it that way, apologies, but I confess you've rendered me quite speechless.
Lighten up. I'm just teasing. You're clearly not ready to woo me.
Not ready? Do I not suffice for you? Is there some flaw that I could conceivably correct?
You're more open-minded than you used to be, but you're still so hung up on status and lineage. If you became a more tolerant person, maybe it would work out. What matters isn't someone's blood, it's what they want, what they fear, what they accomplish. When you understand that, let me know, and I might just fall for you.
Just wait and you shall see, Catherine. I fully intend to live up to the very highest of your standards.
Hey, I'm gonna be muted.
Hey. We don't need to have this conversation.
You don't know what I was going to say.
Something about our vastly different approaches to life?
Fine then. We don't need to talk about it. Actually...
Really, Guy?
Sorry, you go first.
I was gonna say I'd hear you out.
Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die. If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time. I assume that disqualifies me from being your partner.
Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me. That probably disqualifies me from being your partner, too.
Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose...
What's wrong?
Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours. What if we went to war with your country?
It is a possibility.
Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that.
The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes. But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one.
You got that right. I'm the best there is.
Lawrence, do you have a moment to spare, my dear?
Hello, Professor Manuela. I trust all is well with you.
I am quite well, thank you for asking. You are always such a gentleman.
Thank you for saying so. How may I be of service?
I was wondering if we might spend a little time together. Maybe chat a bit?
Certainly. It is an honor to speak with someone as elegant as yourself. I've just made tea. Would you like a cup?
Oh, that would be just lovely. Lawrence, I hope you won't think it too forward of me, but I was wondering if you could explain a poem to me. It goes like this. Verdant rains soothe my aching heart like a cherished friend. Amid time's flow I mourn, bonds I'm not sure I can ever rend. As my mind clings to desperate thoughts, here it comes, horsebow moon and summer's end.
Oh, that's my poem.
As I suspected, I've checked absolutely everyone's handwriting. It's a sad poem, though, isn't it? Feels lonely, possibly even, dare I say, defeated. What makes you feel that way, Lawrence? Why aren't you happy? I very much want to know.
Well, I suppose Wait, why are you reading my poetry? Where did you even get that?
I found it, and when I saw the words, I read them. Well, that's what people do when they see words. They read them.
Kindly return that at once. Reading someone else's work without permission. What an egregious breach of etiquette. Honestly.
Oh, dear. Snatching at something someone else is holding. How violent. It's not like you to lose your composure, Lawrence.
Please, just forget you ever saw it. I beg you.
I'm afraid I could never forget that peek into the darkness of your soul. Nor would I want to.
Then at the very least, would you kindly promise not to mention it to anyone else?
Don't feel embarrassed. No. Be proud. It's a lovely piece of writing. Quite revealing. I'd never guess you'd have such hidden depths. Tell me more.
That's quite enough.
Oh, that's absolutely adorable. So bashful. I simply must hear more of his poetry sometime soon.
It's only a scratch, Leone. I'm all right.
One mistake like that in battle and you're done. This is your weapon hand, isn't it? Let me stop the blood.
Apologies for the trouble.
No trouble, and no apologies. Thanks is what you say when a friend helps you out. Oh, darn.
What's wrong?
I need a bandage to stop the bleeding, but this is all I've got.
My handkerchief.
I was only carrying it around to give back to you anyway. Mind if I use it for this?
Very well. I suppose that's fitting in a way.
I guess so. Not that I'm happy you're bleeding. I'm glad you'll accept it, though. In the past, you might have refused it.
Yes. I might have made it an issue of commoners giving aid to the nobility or some such.
I didn't understand why you were so strict about it, but I think I kind of get it now. You know, if every noble were like you, the world would be a better place.
Perhaps, but you were right. Many great deeds are accomplished by friends working together, especially when those friends are as capable as you.
Me?
I hope this is not the first time I have told you this, Leone, but you are an exceptional individual. By insisting on matters of status in dealing with you, I have done you a terrible disservice. For that, please accept my apology. Let us promise to look out for one another as friends from now on.
No need for vows. That's how I've always seen it. You weren't wrong about nobles and commoners each having their own roles. But the important thing is we help each other.
That is precisely what being friends with you has helped me to understand. In fact, I've begun somewhat to think of you as rather something more.
Huh? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, I hope we'll always give each other support.
Well, we've got another battle coming up. What do you think of our chances?
Winning is always the goal. At any rate, I've done everything I can to prepare.
That's the right attitude. I'm sure they're doing all they can on their side, too.
I don't doubt it, but however strong they are, it's no more than a Fodlan concern. Who knows how far this world extends beyond the boundaries of Fodlan? Talk of strength or weakness doesn't amount to much when it's only in relation to a tiny corner of the world.
Guess you're right. Thinking about it like that, even this war seems like a storm in a teacup.
Exactly. It's nothing more than an internal quarrel amongst the people of Fodlan.
Typical laid-back Claude. I always like talking to you. Your perspective on the world is so refreshing. Things I thought were obvious turn out not to be.
The way you think, that changes the way you see things. Common sense never tells the whole story. It's similar to what we were talking about before, about how you need to doubt yourself first.
True enough, but where did you get these ideas? That perspective of looking past the walls of Fodlan, when it's all we can see in front of us.
Do you really want to know?
I do.
But I'm afraid now isn't the time. When this war is won, I'll tell you all about it. It'll be easier for me to show you than to tell you.
Show me. Are we going somewhere?
It's quite a distance. You'll start to appreciate how big the world is if you go.
Sounds eye-opening. I'll look forward to it. Can we call it a promise?
Yes, it's a promise. But first, let's win this war and leave it far behind us.
Hey, another A. Another A. That's the artist
Hi, Annette.
song.
Looks like some tasty food you've got there. Mind if I join you?
Sure, but I'm finished eating. You're here late. Busy day?
Very. I got caught up thinking about your song. I find it really makes the time fly.
So you didn't manage to forget about that. I really wish you would.
Alas, I cannot. That song is engraved on my soul. The lyrics, they echo in my brain, begging to be understood. Those words represent the cry of a poor soul who died in anguish. Is that it? That's it, isn't it?
The cry of a poor soul?
A land that's dark and frigidly cold. That could only mean the underworld. In my search for truth, I read up on the old rituals of the eastern regions of Fargus. Those who die with regret are thought to end up in an underworld of sorts. Somewhere cold, somewhere dark, somewhere creepy. To escape from their bitter limbo, they dig their way up through the earth, trying to find the surface, or the light, in other words. And so they creep about endlessly in the cold dirt of the underworld, clinging to their hopeless desire. Creepity creep, Annette. Creepity creep. So, was I right, or was I right?
What? No, you're not even close. It wasn't supposed to be a dark and miserable song at all.
Huh. Now that I think about it, the melody and dance didn't really match the weight of the lyrics.
The lyrics are simply about seeds pushing out of the ground to become sweet little buds. They creep through the dirt until they find the light. The song just describes what it's like to be a budding flower.
Damn, that is good stuff. Okay, maybe I read too much into it. Actually, now that you've explained, it really is a nice little song. Creepity creep, the gentle journey from the ground to the surface. I love it.
Do you think it's embarrassing that I made up such a silly song?
Not at all. Oh, but that reminds me. I was so inspired by Creepity Creep that I made up some lyrics of my own. I've been nonchalantly carrying them around with me, hoping to run into you. Would you mind taking a look?
Oh, of course. Let's see here. Walking with purpose and a steady stride, lively and bright and full of pride. Crying, laughing, and blazing ahead. Why worry about tomorrow? Let's eat instead. So, what would you say this song is about, Claude?
Oh, Annette. Sweet Annette. This time it's your turn to decipher its meaning. Let me know when you've figured it out.
Oh my goodness, this song. That is pretty fun. Oh my god, these dialogues. Just how much fun. I want to continue stories, but
Hi, Flame. Have the Four Saints caught your fancy?
Hello there, Claude. No, not particularly. I was merely looking.
I see. In any case, do you mind if I ask you a little something? It's about your family's origin.
This again? There is truly nothing of interest to discuss on that topic.
Ah, but when you try to change the subject like that, it drives me mad with curiosity. That said, taking a secret by force isn't my style. That's why I devised a different approach. Relentless nagging.
Might I suggest giving up entirely? Truth be told, my brother has asked that I not speak of my background to anyone.
I thought it might be something like that. Oh well, guess I'd better give up on trying to get you to tell me yourself. Instead, why don't I tell you about the theory I've come up with?
You've concocted a theory, have you? I suppose there is no harm in listening to it.
I did a bit of investigating into the crests that you and Seth bear. Seteth's is the major crest of Keyhole, and yours is the major crest of Sethlene.
Where did you learn of this?
Oh, I just took a peek at some records by a renowned crest scholar. I'd rather not say more than that. Anyway, my point is that I don't think I've ever heard of two siblings each bearing the major crests of a pair of saints. If the legends are true, then Saint Keyhole was Saint Sethlene's father, wasn't he? Which means if you and Seteth were the descendants of Saint Sethlene, that would explain how you two came to possess Keyhole and Sethlene's crests.
You mean to suggest that my brother and I are the children's children's children of Sethlene?
That about sums it up.
An interesting theory, to say the least. But surely you must know. Saint Sethlene was never married. There are no tales of her having ever had children.
Sure, but the possibilities are endless. It's not like legends are known for their accuracy. But based on your reaction, I guess I'm probably following a bad lead here. Ha! Huh. Not bad.
You're quite skilled.
Shamir, what a rare treat for you to start a conversation for a change.
Is it?
It's not possible you came to ask for my help with something. Could it be you want to become closer friends?
Don't flatter yourself.
That's cruel. You could have at least hesitated a beat before answering.
Last we spoke, you were questioning whether or not you belong here.
You remember that, do you? Well, yes, I do think this is where I belong. For now. I have things that I want to achieve, and I can only do that by staying right where I am. That said, once I've done what I'm here to do, it's hard to say whether I'll stay or leave. I might end up searching for another place to belong.
That is true for most people. Life would be tedious if we knew what lies ahead. Whether or not you belong in a place can change at any time. As soon as you settle in somewhere new, you begin to question your decision.
That's true. I guess trying things out and searching for our own path is what life is about. And both of our paths have led us here. This is where we belong right now. Even if it's just a temporary coincidence, we should cherish it while it lasts.
What are you going on about now?
I'm just saying we should make the most of this time we have together, since we don't know how long it'll last. Once it's gone, it might never come back. Right?
Is this your sad attempt at flirting? I will admit, you're an interesting one.
How much must I go? I wonder how that will know too. Miss opportunities for these, supposedly.
Not this time!
How about this?
Too slow!
You're mine now!
Not quite.
Why can't I do it?
What's wrong, Caspar? Worn out already? You said you wanted to keep going until you managed to hit me.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Just let me catch my breath. Losing to you over and over again is exhausting.
That's because you rely on sheer power. You're moving around more than you have to, and it's a waste of energy. You need to start using your head, or you'll never even land a blow.
Well, you were taking some pretty big swings yourself, you know.
I have more experience than you. I can use my energy more efficiently.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You are the famous Thunder Catherine, after all.
Wait, I just realized something. I get to train with the legendary wielder of Thunderbrand.
Why is that just occurring to you?
guess it didn't really sink in until now. I'm training with someone I've always looked up to. You're a legend. Everyone knew about the power of Thunderbrand, even in the Empire.
Stop. I'm not nearly that impressive.
But you are. When I was younger, my friends and I would fight over who got to pretend to use Thunderbrand whenever we would play.
If they actually saw me fighting, I doubt that game would be very popular. I will cut down anyone, even a child, for the sake of my mission. On the battlefield, there is no Thunder Catherine. Only a bloodied soldier crawling in the mud, hacking desperately at her enemies.
Sure, but...
I'm not a hero. I fight only for Lady Rhea and the Goddess. What about me is admirable, Is it my deeds? Or my blade?
Spectacular work, Felix!
Why are you here? You're interrupting.
Oh, my apologies. I simply thought you were doing a great job. Just how sharp is that blade of yours, Felix? Do you imagine you might be able to cut something cleanly with it?
Probably.
Ah, wonderful. I have a special request for you then.
You want me to cut this firewood?
I do. I shall toss them one by one to you, and you shall make a sweeping blow to slice them.
Sounds like a chore.
I saw a knight do it once, so surely you can as well. Or perhaps you are worried that you are not capable.
What? I am more than capable.
Right. Show me what you are made of. Here it comes.
Doing them one by one is tedious. Just throw them all at once.
All of them? If you insist. Here we go! Wow, you truly are spectacular!
I know.
You are undoubtedly the most revered woodcutter in all the land. Now I am intrigued. Next time, let us try an even larger woodpile.
Why did I agree to this?
Fun. Okay, I'm enjoying these dialogues. I do enjoy it, but it's a bit lot. Look at this, so much dialogue.
Hey, Shamir. Your archery skills were amazing the other day. I couldn't believe it when you hit all those bullseyes. Not a single miss.
It was nothing.
No way, it was incredible. You were incredible. You gotta teach me how to shoot.
Maybe.
That sounds like a yes to me. Are you free tomorrow?
Maybe. No promises, though.
Come on, Shamir, don't be like that. Wait, is this because you don't think I'm good enough? That can't be it.
It's nothing personal. As someone born in Dagda, I'm not very fond of the Empire.
Dagda? Where is... Oh, you mean where they had that war with the Empire a few years back? The country west of Fodlan. Across the ocean. That Dagda?
That Dagda. But that is behind us.
I had no idea. I understand why you'd hate the Empire so much, though. My father was a major general in that war. He led an entire army. If I were you, I definitely wouldn't want to train the son of someone who killed all those Dagdans.
You misunderstand. I harbor no ill will toward your generation.
Huh? Well, then what does this have to do with you teaching me how to shoot?
I simply have other commitments. I don't have the time to teach everyone, so I can't make any promises.
That's your reason? You're just too busy? I thought you hated me. I guess I had nothing to worry about. In that case, I'm excited to get to know you better. Let's leave all that Dagda and Empire stuff in the past.
Gone already. Another Ignots.
Excuse me, Shamir?
What is it? Do you need something?
Yes. I was curious about the world beyond Fodlan.
Oh.
You came from somewhere outside Fodlan, right? I'm curious about your homeland, what kind of place it was. And I thought you might...
I will not.
Sorry?
There's no point in me telling you about it.
I see. All right then.
Wait. You misunderstand. Hearing me tell stories about the things I've seen? What good is that? That's just my experience. If you want to know about the world, you need to experience it for yourself. Is what I meant to say.
Oh, that's what it was. That's... good.
How so?
I thought maybe you didn't like me.
Is that what you think? In your experience, do I seem to dislike you? If you can't determine something as simple as that, then you would gain nothing from the outside world.
Oh, I don't actually know. I'm not very good at reading people, I guess.
Ask me. I'm right here.
I'm not that brave. I'm sorry, I'll leave you alone. I'll be going now.
Not brave enough to ask a simple question. Or does he just not care?
I'll do that another time.
Nice work. Here you go. Drink up.
Oh, thank you. This water tastes absolutely divine.
Your shouts are really coming from the gut now. I bet you're getting stronger too.
I'm not so sure I'm stronger, but somehow, when I shout, I'm able to move more books than normal. Although my brother becomes very anxious anytime he hears me shouting. I do suppose my body feels a bit sturdier now, though. I'm so very grateful to you, Raphael.
Oh no, thank you. I'm just happy to have someone to shout with.
But doesn't all this shouting keep you from your precious workout regimen?
Nah, don't worry about that. I think I'm in better shape now than I was before. My muscles work overtime when they hear you shouting so close to me.
Isn't that wonderful? Come along, Raphael's muscles. We can do this. It is my wish that someday I'll be able to lift a log all on my own with these arms of mine.
I'm sure they will. I used to think you were a lost cause, but look at you now. If you really want to get there, you gotta start training your muscles when we shout, all right? You've already got big brains, but if we can get you big muscles too, you're gonna be invincible.
Invincible? I like the sound of that.
Oh my goodness. That's screaming. Hey!
Nothing here.
What are you doing?
Oh, Flayn! I've just been researching the exploits of Saint Sethlene.
And why is it you're doing that precisely?
Well, painting is a hobby of mine, and I thought I might like to capture her likeness.
Well, how lovely. But
How is researching her exploits necessary for painting?
If I wanted to use a statue of Saint Setheline for my reference, it wouldn't be necessary. But that's not what I want. I wish to paint Saint Setheline herself, looking exactly as she did when she was alive. And if I don't know anything about who she was on the inside, the image won't be true to life. So I wanted to find some hints about who she was, and that's why I've been researching her deeds.
Ah, so you were hoping to find out what type of girl she was.
Girl? Interesting way of putting it, but yes, more or less.
I see. Yes, it is all quite clear to me now.
What's happening?
Okay then. Allow me to share with you what I know of Sethlene's deeds. Long ago, in a world ravaged by war, Sethlene led a secluded life with her father, Keyhole. One day, they met Saint Zeros, who was grieved by the chaos and destruction of war. And so, the three decided to join forces.
Huh? But I thought the saints gathered following a revelation from the goddess.
At the Battle of Tailtine, they fought against the 10 elites led by Nemesis, who sought to conquer the whole world. Sethlene tended to her allies on the field of battle, until she exhausted all her strength. Then, she fell into a long slumber.
But according to legend, she used her miraculous powers to heal all of the wounded.
Interesting story, is it not? Have you perhaps learned something new about Sethlene?
Having heard all that, I'd say she seems incredible.
Incredible? Well, I haven't heard that before. I feel certain you and I will be fast friends. Let us talk again soon.
Huh. Who knew Flayn was such an expert on Setheline?
You gave me hints that they often pass.
Oh, you're still here? Lysithia, hi! Did you forget something? I did. What are you reading? Just something I found. Though there are things in here I don't quite get.
Is that the Compendium of Light and Dark?
It is! Amazing how you could tell that just from a glance at the cover.
I've read it so many times, I have nearly the entire thing memorized. That said, it does seem to take liberties with some topics, so be aware of that while you're reading it.
Wait, really? Yikes. Thanks for the warning.
You've got quite the stack of books here for only wanting to brush up on one thing. I knew you were a hard worker, Annette.
No, not as much as some people. Sorry. There I go again.
It's alright. In getting to know you, I've taken some time to self-reflect. I used to think that I worked harder than anyone. But I'm not so sure anymore. I have to work even harder to keep pace with you.
Oh no! But then I'll have to work extra hard to keep up with you!
Well, if you work extra hard, I'll need to work super duper extra hard.
Oh, come on! Fine. Super duper quadruple extra hard it is.
Okay, that's enough. We could do this forever, but we've got better things to do.
Sorry. It's fun to see you get carried away like that, though.
I'm glad we had this chat. I feel excited to continue working super duper extra hard now. I'm lucky to have someone like you around to inspire me.
I feel the same. I'll do my best to keep pace with you.
Why are you smiling?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how nice it is that we can motivate each other like this.
It is nice, isn't it? But I still intend to surpass you.
Nuh-uh, I'm gonna surpass you. But before that, could you explain this part of the book to me?
I'm not quite sure how someone of your caliber is struggling with this one, but let me break it down for you.
You're keeping your room really tidy these days, Hilda.
I'm pretty good at cleaning, I found out. I guess I was being lazy before. I figured that if I left it to somebody else, I might lose another vase.
I'm sorry again about that. And about all of the other things I knocked over, too.
Yeah, the shelves and the chairs and my clothes and my makeup.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I put everything back, didn't I?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You know, Annette, you should try to be a little more selfish.
That was a quick change of subject.
You said how hard you've been working not to disappoint your family. You cleaned my room, or tried to, because I was feeling overwhelmed. You're always taking on other people's burdens.
You might be right. It could be nice to do something for myself sometime. But if I hadn't tried hard for other people's sakes, maybe I wouldn't have tried at all. I might not have made it this far. So really, I don't regret a thing. Who I am now is the sum of everything I've done.
You're so soft-hearted, Annette.
You really think so?
I didn't mean it as a compliment. But anyway, I just thought of something you can do for me. You can take a nap with me.
A nap? But I'm not done with my chores.
Yeah, I could use a little shut-eye, and it feels nice to snuggle up with someone. So, why don't we lie down for a bit?
Are you sure it's okay to nap right now? I still have stuff to do for the professor.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Later I'll help you with your stuff, and it'll be done in no time.
Oh, fine. Just for a bit. The sunlight coming through the window is awfully nice.
Isn't it? Nothing better than a nice lazy nap in the middle of the day.
It really is relaxing.
Close the eyes. That will make more sense.
Already dozing. She must have needed this nap really bad. I'm feeling a little drowsy myself. Sleep well, Annette.
Give me a moment.
That was my worst mistake yet. Why am I so clumsy all the time? The women laughed and forgave me, but... Oh, how am I supposed to face them now?
Hey there, Annette. What's with the sour face? Everything okay? I don't think I've ever seen you look so miserable.
Don't tease me like that, Caspar. Can't you see I'm down?
Sorry. You know I didn't mean it. Did something happen? You don't have to share if you don't want to, but I think talking it out might help.
You might be right about that. Are you sure you don't mind?
Not at all.
Well, today they were short on staff in the dining hall, so I offered to help out, but I sort of messed up. Big.
Oh no. What happened?
All the plates in the kitchen went flying through the air, and the pots started giving off this weird blue steam.
Wow, sounds more like art than cooking to me.
The people in the dining hall saw the chaos and started panicking, and then soldiers came running. Finally, Catherine appeared and shut everyone up with a slash of Thunderbrand. All I was trying to do was help out. But in the end, I just ended up making more work for everyone. I'm awful like that.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Accidents happen. It's not like you were trying to make a mess.
I know. The women at the dining hall laughed and forgave me, but...
Was anyone hurt?
Well, no, but...
Well, there you go! No need to dwell on it and keep moping around. You had a bad day, but I'm sure you'll do better tomorrow.
You know what? You're right. I guess all I can do is try harder next time. Thanks, Caspar. That really did help me feel better. I can't keep moping around. I've got to work on my cooking skills. And I can count on you to be my taste tester, right? Right.
Sure. Just as long as you're not making any new art projects.
Hey.
Ah, Leonie. Off to train?
Already done. What about you? Off to draw?
No, I'm on my way back. I was thinking of adding a little color to my latest piece, so...
Come to think of it, I've still never seen your work. Here, let me take a peek.
It doesn't work like that. You have to let me know in advance. I need time to prepare.
Lighten up. Wow, look at all that paper. Are these all drawings? What should I look at first?
Wherever we travel, I try to capture the feeling and character of the landscape. I guess they've all kind of piled up. Each place is unique. Not just the geography, but also the clothing and architecture and so on. Everywhere has its own design sensibilities.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be only one way to do stuff like engraving, but it actually varies a lot.
Just within the Alliance, the styles are quite different between the North and South, and the Empire is even more diverse.
Oh, here's a landscape. What a bright blue sky. You really make it seem alive.
The blue of the sky changes with the season too. In the summer, it's darker, and yet in the winter, it's almost luminous. And, of course, the landscape below affects the sky's appearance by virtue of contrast. It's hard to get the color just right, so I spend a lot of time experimenting with pigments and... Oh no, I'm so sorry, I've been talking your ear off.
Listen, Ignatz, you need to become a painter.
Huh?
Don't say it's not useful. Your talent moves people. Someday, I'm sure your art will save someone's life.
Oh no, I wouldn't go nearly that far.
Remember that girl you told me about? You made her so happy, and you were only just starting out. Think about what you could do now that you've had so much practice. This is your calling.
You think so?
Yeah, it's something you can do that no one else can. I envy you. I wish I had a gift like that. So stop apologizing for your talent and just do it.
Thank you, Leonie. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to think about.
Hey!
Huh. What's that about? Marianne, I saw you on the training grounds earlier. It looked like there was an argument.
Oh, no. It was nothing.
Are you sure? Nothing happened at this morning's training?
Well...
Okay, tell me what happened.
I just couldn't keep up with the rest of the group. Everyone got so mad at me. They said something about looking into their eyes so I could read their movements, but I couldn't do it.
They may have a point.
I'm a hindrance to everyone. I can't do it.
Of course not. That goes without saying. It's hard to accomplish anything on your own. Look at me. By myself, I'm worse than useless. Can you see where I'm going with this? To succeed, you have to cooperate. You can't do that if you're not paying attention to nonverbal cues.
Huh?
Please, try looking up. Looking people in the eye. You'll see some things that you've never seen before. People worry about you and rely on you. You'll see that on your allies' faces. In a way, you'll see what they're thinking.
You may be right. It was my fault for looking down. Thank you, Ignatz. I appreciate your encouragement.
Of course. Look, we both saw the sunset, and appreciated its beauty. Nature communicates without words. We can do the same. We don't need to speak to be understood. Stop staring at your feet. Look at us. That'll be a good start.
I can certainly try.
Huh.
Is something wrong? Did I say something to upset you?
Oh no, to the contrary. I just realized that I was missing something. A thing of remarkable beauty. Right under my nose.
Remarkable beauty?
What? Don't mind me.
Today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tummy tum. Oh, this mountain of sweets and treats that I long to eat. Oh, stacks of steaks and cakes and crumbs and yums.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Felix, you weren't listening, were you?
I heard enough to know that you're hungry.
No, I mean, well, yes. At least tell me you didn't see the dance.
You have nice footwork. Get something to eat. I can take over watering the plants.
You're evil, Felix!
And you're shouting.
You can't just spy on people while they're singing without even saying anything! It's not right!
I actually did call out that I was coming in. It's not my fault you didn't hear.
Well, you need to speak louder then! Ugh, this is so embarrassing. And of course I was singing some silly food song I made up. I should have been singing about bears or swamp beasties.
I didn't realize there were songs about bears and swamp beasties. That food song seemed to be close to your heart. Your stomach isn't far from your heart, after all.
Oh, you are the worst!
Huh. What was that about?
That's fun.
I better water these plants. Wouldn't want them to get thirsty, or they might start singing too.
Enjoyable. The dialogues are enjoyable. Oh, I'm close. 5 left.
You're following me. Stop.
I'm leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but...
What do you want?
You've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. I abandoned my family, so you'll have to look elsewhere. Not much to gain from marrying me.
I just find you interesting is all. Is that so odd?
Interesting? I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so... unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree. What's important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
Interesting. Interesting. Bye. Like now. Ah, she's eating again.
Ah, yes!
don't understand you.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Trust me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So how did you like the cake? I bet you ate it, didn't you? I knew it was irresistible. What was the experience like? I'm curious, from a research perspective.
I don't know, I didn't eat it. I gave it to some kid.
You gave it to some undeserving child?
We've been over this. I don't like sweets.
Cake is not a sweet. Cake is the divine essence of the heavens.
Everyone has their own tastes.
That's true, but life without cake is no life at all. Your dismissiveness regarding cake is inexcusable.
I'm not sure why you're so fixated on this.
I simply can't resist the spongy magnificence of cakes. I don't understand how you can be so dispassionate about it.
I don't know, I just don't like it.
Just try a bite. Come on, open up.
No, I already told you I don't want it.
But I made this one, with care and attention, love even. And I went light on the sugar, just for you.
Not light enough, I bet. If I eat this, will you stop bothering me?
More or less. Just don't give it to some silly child this time.
Let's get this over with.
Three left.
Oh, Caspar, just who I was hoping to see. I have a tiny little request if you have time to help me.
I'm always happy to help. What can I do for you?
That is exactly what I was hoping to hear. Would you mind coming along to my room?
Your room? Okay. This isn't what I had in mind.
Come on, a big, strong guy like you. This is easy. Lift up the cabinet, please. I need to dust behind it.
There's still more to do. Why do you care so much about keeping this place clean? It's just a dorm room.
Leaving this place a mess wouldn't be fair to the next person who's assigned here. In fact, I think once we're done with this room, we should clean up your room as well.
Yeah, I don't think so. I have some actual training to do.
Oh, come to think of it, I have a date myself. The fella I'm seeing has quite a charming face, rich family, and I assume a tolerable personality.
Don't you get tired of spending time with all these guys who have tolerable personalities?
Oh, it gets tedious at times. You must listen to them talk, for one thing. But it's important for my future.
That's how I see my training. I guess it's pretty much the same thing.
I don't know if that's a comparison you really want to make.
Why not? Seems about right to me. Sure, I'm a noble, but I'm also a second son. I don't have anything coming to me. Why do you think I'm always training so much? I need to prove myself on the battlefield if I plan on making it anywhere in this world. I know you don't have noble status or wealth, so you're putting in the effort to marry well, right? See? Pretty much the same thing.
I suppose. It would be nice if everyone saw it that way. Well then, Caspar, I need to get ready for my date. But shall we both agree to work hard for our futures?
Absolutely. I just hope our efforts are worth it.
Two left. One left.
There they go, starting another fight. I'm just gonna march over and... Wait, no. I have to restrain myself. I can't do it! Harry! You! Stop right there!
Poor Caspar. He can't stop himself. He does look quite heroic, though, and seems to be having a good time.
Ha! That takes care of that. Oh. Oh no. Were were you watching just now?
Who? Me? Watching what?
The fight that just happened? The fight that I definitely didn't start. I've been trying to restrain myself like you said, and I've been so good about it too. But they pulled me in. I tried to keep back, but okay, you got me. I can't restrain myself. I just don't have it in me. But the bad guys were dealt with, so it turned out fine, right?
Yes, completely fine. If that's what you want to do, who am I to complain?
Really? You're not gonna tell me how disappointed you are and that I need to be better? I figured you'd be mad, but you're actually smiling.
No use in getting mad. In fact, I found the whole spectacle very entertaining. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I was. I mean, sometimes I just can't help myself and I gotta get out there. Wait a minute. So you were watching? Why didn't you try and stop me?
Me? Stop you? As if I would never voluntarily go to so much trouble. Besides, you were fighting with so much passion, I couldn't help but feel smitten.
Smitten? Wow. You must really love a good fight. I gotta admit, that one was pretty good. I guess I love fighting too.
Yeah, we're done. We save. Continue the story, and then we end soon. Heavy load this one. Nice.
I am getting to the heart of it.
Heal. Nice.
I didn't even know I cared this much.
Thunder. Wait.
Growth sustains me.
Heal. Nice. Preparation.
Gronder Field should be around here, right? But it's so foggy. Even if there were enemies here, we'd never know it.
I recall the terrain from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, but without the ability to see the enemy's formation.
Our enemies are subject to the same conditions. We'll just have to wait for the fog to clear up.
Speaking of enemies, what do you think became of those unidentified troops? Any follow-up reports?
We haven't heard anything since. If they were headed this way... Well, I'd like to avoid being caught by surprise, but we can't make use of our scouts because of this fog. It's hard to predict this fight. There's no way to know what will happen. We did everything we could to prepare. If we lose despite that, then we'll just have to accept it as fate and retreat. Your guidance is going to be crucial, Teach, now more than ever. Do whatever it takes to lead us to victory.
Man, I want to help Dimitri though, if he's still alive. But I expect he's going to be alive. He is one of the main characters. So. Man's flying for waving. More assertive, breathing higher. First, he is already master. He's a master class too. No. Great night. Heavy armor and riding. That's gonna take a while. Oh, she's a master. He is the Holy Knight. Holy Knight, writing. Authority, see. Snipers, weapon. These are seeds. These are exactly. Authority is B. Holy Knights of Serve. Master Archer. gotta read.
Departing from the Great Bridge of Murden, the Alliance Army marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial capital. As an unknown military force begins their advance under the banner of the Kingdom, the Imperial Army dispatches forces from Fort Mercius with the intention of intercepting them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Yep, the main or the main character. I would like to do allies. I don't want to fight them, but if I must, I must. Hello, Savvy. Princess Savvy. Hopefully, making everything alright. Okay, inspect my team. Okay, I can repair that. Magic. It's fine. Just a bit tiring because sleep early, wake up early, wake up too early. Then took a nap around in the evening. So I need to not sleep early. Not too early. But so far it's been good. Thank you. How was your day then? Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Welcome. Is that? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Very eventful. Seems to be fun. Oh, it sounds fun then. Eventful. Oh, okay, nice. A lot of people a lot of people in the streams, and you kind of want to be be there, watch your favorite stream. But so much time you can so much more time to spend. Escape room and IRL Among Us? IRL Among Us? I know what escape room is, but IRL Among Us? That's interesting. I've not heard anything about that before. Oh no, am I literally paying for that? 10 units to adjacent. Barge. I mean, Ralph or Leon. Tamir. Yeah, efficient. Oh wow. You said it was a very eventful, so I guess it was really fun then. There are Among Us. That is interesting. Ah, sorry, I do repeat myself a bit. Hopefully, you said it. Hope it was very fun though. I need to look it up, see if there's anything about that. Higher on this. Were there people in like suits or something? Oh, okay, okay. A super eventful day. Six Flag. Six Flag is fun. All the rides. I'm always frightened about on going on the rides. But it's always fun after that, after the rides. Defeat enemy. Oh, defeat all enemies. All units. Oh, defeat all my enemies. Oh no. Commanders. Dimitri.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
Picnic suits.
I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
Dimitri, he's alive. But he doesn't look interested in joining forces with us.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
That bitch. Pick a suits. Pick him. The rest pick him. Must be fun. I've never. Well. Agreed. Among Us. That must be something new, I think. IRL. Dimitri.
What's my strategy?
Renetta. Hubert. Another Hubert and must I fight them?
At the ready.
shall we?
My orders?
Silverlands. Among Us is fun, but it is quite interesting to learn about this area of Among Us. Playing Among Us used to be the thing for the how do you the 70s group, but everyone seems to have talked about playing Among Us, so it's kind of good piece of junk.
Steady now. I'll defeat you.
Go ignore.
Still alive.
Good form.
Doing tasks.
Let's make this quick.
Would there be like a meeting as well too? Like yeah, but I am being an imposter. That's chaotic mastermind. IRL.
Leave it to me.
I'll crush them all.
I'll do my best.
Shall we?
Mounted units, advance!
Stay back! Stay back or I'll shoot!
I don't want to. Oh no! I don't want to hurt her. Netta. I must. Fight them.
Can't afford to slack off.
Shot. I'm down. Keep going. Go, go, go. Okay.
I took care of it.
Let's go. Should I split my forces? I must split.
I've got
Blade.
another option.
Don't worry about it. It's always fun to listen to other people's talking about their day. How's that? Defense is weak.
Appreciate that.
Thunder. Nosferatu.
It's over. I must lead them well.
I keep it.
You're incredible.
It's not too loud. If it's a bit loud, just let me know. Okay, noob, tune.
Nice try.
Thank you for coming by. Sorry. You have a good one too. Yeah, it's been an eventful day for you, so hope you have a good one. Do take it easy. For an eventful day, it's must be really fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They're abandoning the central position to attack us. How leisurely. You're interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you.
No, Hilbert, I will get rid of you.
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
We still have some troops left. Petra, head over there with reinforcements.
I will be protecting your unit, Edelgard. I will not be letting anyone near to you.
A bit too late.
Another victory.
Finish my rough.
You should have seen that coming.
It all comes down to this.
I'm fine. You got the claws.
A fitting outcome.
I don't wish to fight Dimitri. I don't wish to fight. No. I'll leave it there.
No chance.
I'm push.
Apologies.
I fought and won.
Fight the demonic beast.
Thank you.
Another.
For Adrestia and for Brigid, I will be defeating all of you. I have a plan.
Petra, don't do it. Oh, okay. Excuse you.
Professor? Is that you? You're with the enemy. That means I'll have to kill you.
Renata,
Watch and learn.
I'm not gonna go after. I want to take their lives.
Am I getting close?
No, I wasn't close to them. The other one.
I wasn't about to let you
Gonna
go.
be sticking with most of these.
Invigorating.
Okay, nice.
Here is something to believe in. All is going to plan.
Impressive.
We haven't seen each other since Garrick Mach. You've grown lovelier than ever, Edelgard.
You're not so unfortunate yourself. And you have the aid of the professor. Frankly, I'm jealous. Now's the chance for you and the professor to leave.
I'm afraid I must decline. Even if we left, we just have to come right back.
Pull out all the stops.
I knew when next we met, one of our paths would have to come to an end. Your journey ends here, Professor. Forever.
We won't hold back.
Raging flame. Ah. Right, that is wrong.
I've been defeated. I'll withdraw.
The Imperial army is starting to crumble. We will step on the Empire right along with the Alliance troops. To the eternal flames with all of them!
A bit like oh man. It pains me. Pains me.
My moment has arrived.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one. I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
I must pull through.
Thought you could best me?
You don't have to.
Time for seconds! Can't afford to lose.
just not good enough.
Make a difference?
An offensive sight!
Can't hold me back.
Don't make me do it. Damn.
For Gerald!
What's my strategy?
May I help? Good time for a secret scheme.
I must lead them well.
Close one!
This could turn the tides.
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
Grenada. Ah, didn't.
Wish I could have at least died at home.
No.
Not in this big, stupid field.
Stay down! Fighting is what I do.
I am so impressed.
Should have seen that coming.
Are you trying to stop me too? I'll just have to kill you!
Dimitri.
Where are you, Edelgard? I will not stop until I kill you!
Even in an ugly battle like this, it's important not to lose heart. We have to take pride in our victory. We did it, Teach. Now we can move forward to our victory.
Renetta. Petra's alive though. Ebert's retreated. Bad.
So, Edelgard retreated. I suppose she lives to be defeated another day. I suppose a win is a win, regardless of the circumstance. Some of our allies are injured, but can still fight. We'll just have to accept this outcome and press onward. Still, the battlefield looks awful. And I wonder what became of the Kingdom Army. And Dimitri.
I saw him.
Who? Dimitri?
He was completely different from how I remember him. He looked like a crazed demon while he was fighting. He pursued Edelgard as she retreated, but he didn't get far before he collapsed. I saw him surrounded by Imperial troops and pierced by their spears. I'll never forget it. He deserved a better end.
Dimitri. He went through so much to make it here, only for his efforts to be in vain.
I can't even begin to understand what Dimitri must have been feeling, but there must have been some other way. Why did he have to go like that?
And his vassal, Dedu. Did he fall as well?
I don't know.
Your Highness. Your ambitions are my own now. I will bring you Edelgard's head. I swear it!
Damn.
Professor, Claude, may I have a moment of your time?
Lysithea, what are you doing up this late? Trouble sleeping? Anyone would be shaken after such a brutal battle. If you're having trouble sleeping, you should drink some warm milk. That's a thing, right?
Must you treat me like a child, simply because I'm awake a bit later than usual? Actually, I can hardly muster any indignation right now. I wanted to tell you that I noticed something odd during that battle.
What was it?
There were some strange mages among the ranks of the Imperial Army. Did you notice them? That's right. I have seen people dressed just like that before. It was a long time ago. House Ardelia was involved in a rebellion that took place within the Empire 18 years ago. After it was quelled, all of the key officials were caught and put to death. The Empire sent replacements, who they used to take control of House Ardelia. Among the people sent by the Empire were mages dressed in black, just like those we saw in battle.
If they're Imperial mages, it makes sense that they would wear the same clothing, right?
Yes, but the mages from back then and today, I do not believe they are from the Adrestian Empire. No. I got the impression that they were from somewhere else. Somewhere completely separate from Fodlan. There's more. Those mages imprisoned the children from my house and performed horrible rituals on them. Blood experiments.
Lysithea, you can't mean... even you?
Yes. All of the others were deemed failures. They all died. And even I... It doesn't matter. The point is that those monsters possess dreadful knowledge and power. I just thought you should know the sort of people who have allied with the Empire.
Blood experiments. Does that remind you of anything, Teach? Exactly. There was that secret group who abducted Flayn and extracted her blood 5 years ago. The people involved back then were Tomas and Monica. Well, I suppose their true names were Solon and Kranya. So, that eerie group has been slithering behind the scenes in the Empire for a while now. Lysithea, thank you for sharing all of that with us. One day we will uncover the truth of who those people really are. We've managed to invade Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle. I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial capital. Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale. Our stamina has limits. The longer we fight, the harder the fight will become. It will take immense effort to secure the supplies and soldiers we need to prevail.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
Of course not. However, the road ahead leads deep into enemy territory. It'll be a difficult journey, strewn with hardship. I can't guarantee that we'll make it out alive. If anyone wants to leave, now is the time to do it.
I shall accompany you to the very end. After all, someone must step up to take leadership should you fall.
I'm coming. The future of my village depends on this. Besides, I have to protect the professor. For Captain Gerald.
I'm not going anywhere. Because of the Empire, my little sis can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan to others. I'm sure that everyone here feels the same.
The Knights of Seros will keep fighting the Empire. We won't rest until we rescue Lady Rhea.
I feel the same as the Knights. I've got to rescue Lady Rhea no matter what.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end? And what about you, Marianne? What will you do?
I'll fight too.
Fine. Fine. I suppose I'll tag along too, until the bitter end.
It's an honor to keep fighting alongside such stalwart allies. Right, Teach? Hey now, when you put it that way, it almost sounds like you're just praising yourself. All right. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory for a while. I intend to report this victory to the Alliance Lords and draw out even more support from them. Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
I should write to my brother. He'll want to hear about our victory.
Your brother, Lord Holst? How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
What's this? Lord Holst come here? That would be a most reassuring development.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They want him to stay in case they need to fight the Almirans.
Their logic is sound, though it is vexing that the Alliance's greatest general cannot join us on the front lines.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almira aside, there's also no guarantee that the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send a letter.
No, that's okay. I'm just glad to hear he's doing well. Please send him my regards.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Harpstring Moon. The Golden Scheme. Claude leverages his victory at the Battle of Gronder to secure reinforcements from Alliance lords. Meanwhile, the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Mercius in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
About time I end stream. 4 hours already. Towards nighttime. Sit here.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay? I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time. I believe I've mentioned that House Ordelia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire. During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, till the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that 2 crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most, perhaps less. Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone. Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests. You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Hey! Another?
Our objective is Enbar, the Imperial capital. But our greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that?
Fort Mercius. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Mercius, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the Stubborn Old General.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Enbar. Fort Mercius should be short on soldiers for now.
It would be best to take it before enemy reinforcements arrive. Still, there's a reason it's been called impregnable. The only real question is what our fearless leader intends to do.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
It's gonna have to wait until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Mercius? Do you plan on waiting around?
No, if we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal assault.
Right. That's what we were taught at the Academy. And this is Fort Mercius we're talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
Whatever you do, just don't ask us to scale those huge walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute. I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
Right, that's what I was saying all along.
Right, nice one, Hilda. But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in.
Do you really think they'd just open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we know it.
Really? Go me!
What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.
Alright then. Let's see.
Professor!
Okay, so that'd be it for tonight's stream. Maybe tomorrow, but I'm not too sure. And my connection's doing well, which earlier was kind of doing bad, but now it seems to be doing well, but... we'll see. Alright then, and till next time, Gabriel rocks, and have a good one, and peace. Till next time.